China's internet is heavily censored. Everybody knows that. On websites hosted domestically, the government can police content and scrub out any information it doesn't like. But since it has no jurisdiction over foreign sites, a whole lot of them, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc., are blocked. That's the so-called Great Firewall. For years, internet users, both foreign and Chinese, have used VPNs to sneak over the wall and access the web outside. But China is increasingly able to interfere with those VPNs. When you use a VPN to visit a blocked website, what happens is your phone or computer encrypts the website address and sends that encrypted info to the VPN server. Since the web traffic is encrypted, the Great Firewall can't see that you're trying to access a blocked website, just that you're sending encrypted data to a non-blocked server overseas. When your request reaches that server, the server then grabs the website for you, encrypts it, and sends it back over the Great Firewall and onto your device. Again, because the data is encrypted before it passes back onto the Chinese web, the Great Firewall doesn't see that you're accessing blocked content, just that you're getting some encrypted data from an overseas server. 10 years ago, that was enough to get you consistent access to any blocked site you wanted. But these days, China's system is a lot more sophisticated, and it's got your VPN in its sights. State media has reported plans to ban overseas VPNs starting in March. Only VPNs licensed by China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology would be permitted. One way China could accomplish this would be by simply using a whitelist rather than a blacklist for overseas connections. Any connection to a server outside China would be shut down unless that server was on a government-approved whitelist. But technologically speaking, China can do more or less whatever it wants, says a representative of GreatFire.org, an anonymous organization that tracks internet censorship in China.
Blocking VPN connections is easy. You could do it in your home router. The Great Firewall is the world's most sophisticated firewall. They can do much smarter things like DPI and blocking or throttling connections that exceed a certain traffic threshold. They know who is connecting to which VPN service. They could block almost all VPN use if they wanted to. A demo of this capability was shown during the last Party Congress. But they don't want to block all VPNs. VPNs are very useful for commercial purposes. The long-term goal is to control content on both sides of the firewall, so that connecting to a VPN makes no difference.
Foreign companies are already helping the Chinese government accomplish that goal. Apple, for example, has removed VPN apps from its Chinese iOS store, and China-based users get funneled into that store even when they're outside China's borders. Amazon, too, has told China-based users of its cloud services that they must stop circumventing the Great Firewall or risk having their websites shut down. China is also using its economic power to control content on the web. Recently, for example, German carmaker Mercedes-Benz deleted an Instagram post quoting the Dalai Lama and then issued a lengthy apology. Instagram, remember, is blocked in China, so Mercedes' post wasn't aimed at Chinese consumers. Audi, Marriott, and Qantas Airways have all been forced to make apologies for online content that displeased Chinese authorities in recent days. If the Chinese government can make foreign social media posts vanish with just economic pressure, its technological censorship capabilities ultimately may not matter. Can China block VPNs? Yes. But Chinese authorities' ultimate goal isn't a world where they block or whitelist VPNs. It's a world where they don't need to.